Okay, so good afternoon, friends. We are now live in YouTube, but later on we will stream this live on Facebook. Okay, so the objective of our broadcast this afternoon is to give more information, more techniques, more concepts about how to make posters. Okay, but first of all, I'd like to introduce my co-host, Gloria. Please
Yes.
greet our audience.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, especially to our viewers on FB, on YouTube, and our friends, the PWD advocates who are viewing on FB, and it's not only in the Philippines but also international. And good afternoon, Rome. Good afternoon, Nennet, and good afternoon, Devon. How are you today?
Yes, correct. So,
Fine.
yes. Gloria mentioned the names of our guest speakers. Okay, they are our guest speakers, and they will be talking about how to make posters. Now, why are we making a fuss about this? How to make posters? How to make posters? Well,
Yes.
because the hello, we have a new si Helen. Helen, welcome, Helen. Okay, Helen is with us now. Si Helen Rose Roncal. Hello, Helen.
Ellen.
Teka, audio. Unmute. Okay, Helen, how are you, Helen?
Okay lang po.
Okay, thank you for coming. We are now live on YouTube. Okay, so okay, the real reason is well, we want to provide opportunities. We want to provide options for persons with disabilities to have skills, which they can use for their livelihood, for making a living, and one of which is poster making, yung art skills nila, okay, advertising skills, etc. Okay? And it so happens that the ASEAN enabling master plan came up, or they have a project poster making contest. Okay, I will share my screen. Okay,
Yes. Okay.
okay, let me look for my screen now. Okay, how to make posters. Okay, let me just ito. Saan na ba? Ito. Ay, hindi. Teka. Ito. Yan. This one. So, I hope everybody can see it. Poster making contest. Theme. Promotion ASEAN Enabling Master Plan 2025 to all Filipinos. Yan. Okay, so there's a contest that we can all participate in, and very unique, very special ang attention to persons with disabilities. Okay, and the price is very attractive. Okay, the price is a laptop. Okay, the second
Yes.
prize is a tablet, and the third prize is a
Tablet.
cell phone. Yung third prize. Okay, so but I
Cell
think it's
phone.
not. Yes, aside from the prices, of course, it's not only the price. Okay, it's also about the skill that we can acquire, that we can use. Baka meron tayo, di ba? Wouldn't it be exciting to know that we have skills in art that we can make use of as a hobby? We can start out as a hobby, and then we can probably make it as something that we can do for a living. Why not, di ba? So. With us is Nenet Debong, and actually I'm still waiting for somebody from ASEAN. Baka dumating pa siya. Okay. Our format for the show is 10 minutes for each speaker, 10 minutes for Nenet, 10 minutes for Debong. They will talk about this. Si Jennifer Garcia. Oh, Jennifer is here. Jennifer has arrived. Okay,
Wow.
yeah, si Jennifer. Si
Wow. Good
Jennifer.
afternoon.
Connecting pa siya to audio. Si Jennifer has been
Mm.
so kind to give us a very good interview. Hello, Jennifer.
Yes.
Okay, naka.
Hi everyone. Good afternoon.
Hello,
Jennifer,
Jen.
Afternoon.
uh,
Hello.
can you
Hi.
please share your camera so we can. Hello, Jennifer. Can you please share your camera?
Ella,
Ayan.
hold on. I'll just check my things, okay?
Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Ayan, si Jennifer is a representative from the ASEAN Enabling Master Plan 2020. Timing na timing dating ni Jennifer. Okay, so 10 minutes for Jennifer, 10 minutes for Nenet.
Yes.
Okay. Nenet, okay ka pa? Kasi
Yeah,
unahin natin si Jennifer.
of
Unahin
course.
natin si
Yes,
Jennifer? Yes.
that's
Oo.
important.
Correct. I'm worried about your battery eh. Okay lang.
I
Kaya
will
yan, kaya.
survive.
Kaya yan.
Kaya pa?
Kaya pa.
Sabi nga ni Glo, I will survive. All
Ano
right.
sa
Yes, you can,
Ayan.
you can survive.
Ayan. Oh, may participant tayong tumatahol. So, sige. While Jennifer is still preparing, okay, yung art, okay, yung art is something that is actually, there's some, aside from the business aspect, aside from the livelihood aspect, art also has a therapeutic aspect, di ba? Yung art, yung pagdodrawing, the creative aspect of this activity is in itself something that can heal, something healing. So I don't know. I just remember it now while waiting for Jennifer. uh, Debong, patikim naman Debong ng
Patikim
habang
lang ha.
naghihintay tayo. Uh,
Mm, ah,
welcome our guests. Maybe we can start with welcoming our guests. Yung mga nanonood sa atin, welcome them.
ah,
Sige, Debong, go ahead. I-welcome mo yung ating guests.
ano
Mga
pong
view.
naputol po naputol. Naputol po,
Okay.
hindi ko po,
Welcome our guests. Welcome our viewers. Okay, medyo nahirapan nga. Nenet ka muna. Nenet ka
Okay.
muna.
Yeah. Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Good day. And I would like to say a special hello to the PWD
Hello, nag-freeze din si
Nag-freeze
Nenet.
din.
Oo. Glow. Hindi, okay. Ah,
It's okay. Okay na si Jennifer. Okay na.
okay na si Jennifer?
Okay, okay na si Jennifer. Nag-ano na siya, nag-message na. Okay na daw siya.
Okay, Jennifer. Okay lang if we see your camera. Ayan. Hello, Jennifer.
Alright.
So,
Hi.
so
Hi,
nice to meet
everyone.
you.
Sorry, a
Okay.
bit na like yata yung position ko.
Okay,
But,
okay.
wait
Sige.
lang.
So
Nasa
Jennifer,
loob naman ako.
uh, sige. Format natin is 10 minutes for each speaker.
Alright.
And then we'll have an open. Are you available for the whole hour or
No, not really.
hindi? Sige, basta 10 minutes kasi this project actually is an offshoot of our desire to make the persons with disabilities be involved in this competition,
Yes.
in this contest. Okay, so 10 minutes for Jennifer, and then maybe we can, if you feel like leaving already, we won't mind. Okay? Sige. So Jennifer, we'll start with you.
Okay, good afternoon to each and every one of us. Ako po si Jennifer Garcia, isa po ako sa staff na nagmamanage po sa promotion ng ASEAN Enabling Master Plan 2025 dito sa Pilipinas. And actually, our project started in 2019. And basically, the objective of this project is to really advocate this newly adopted framework, which is from the ASEAN perspective po. And one way to advocate this mechanism is through contests that we launch. Actually, we have two contests. We have the poster making contest and the search for enabler talent contest, which both of them will end on May 15, 2020. So I guess that's how you found me through the link that we've shared through advertisement in Facebook. So it's really timely then that uh, it's very good to use the social media nowadays, like in promoting many advocacies. because of our pandemic situation, like people just viewing the social media, watching TV, listening to radio, and it's really a good idea to advocate and share things. Like for us, the PWD advocates can share our thoughts, and like we could also share the good practices that we have and all the things that could help our persons with disabilities. With regards to the poster making contest, it is open to all Filipinos. Actually, there are some queries like bakit daw hindi na lang para sa persons with disabilities. So the idea here is the concept of inclusion. So when we say inclusion, lahat kasali. So, tayo bilang isang sektor, ayaw naman natin na, kumbaga, tayo-tayo lang yung mag-compete doon. So, paano natin na maipapakita din yung kakayahan natin na kaya din natin makipagsabayan sa iba kung ililimit lang natin yung competition sa mga persons with disabilities. I think
Mm-mm.
it's one way din talaga na actually it's not really the competition yung gustong naming ibahagi sa activity na ito, but more on opening and enlightening the minds of many people, especially for those who has not yet been embracing our let's just say battle cry or thoughts or as a person with disability. Kasi the moment na binuksan nila yung link, they will read the mechanics, and then they were going to ask about the concept. So they're going to read the master plan itself, yung framework. So by reading it, doon nila ma-realize talaga na, okay, ito pala talaga yung kailangan gawin ng ating gobyerno, ng ating mamamayan, ng bawat Pilipino, para sa ganun ay ipakita natin at maipadama talaga yung tunay at makabuluhan na pagyakap para sa kalalagayan ng mga person with disabilities. Na hindi lang awa, no? Hindi siya awa, kundi bilang pagtingin sa kanila na sila ay mga taong may karapatan at dapat din na itrato ng pantay sa kagaya ng mga tao na walang kapansanan. So, basically, yun yung purpose, and we're very glad kasi ang dami nag-respond doon sa advertisement na yun. Actually, it reached about almost a million, 950,000, I think, people reach. And then it has 87,000 engagements and like 50,000 likes or reactions, and then shares about almost 5,000. So with that statistics, we're very glad because definitely those people were able to read or even see the advertisement which pertains to the upliftment and empowerment of persons with disabilities. Actually, for those who were sending, we already received many entries, and with the narrative description, if we're going to read, actually, popost din namin ito. Talagang makikita mo na marami sa mga Pilipino, yung puso talaga nila, nandun din sa mga persons with disabilities. It's just a matter of um, sharing to them how pa talaga, paano ba masasabi na okay nire-recognize nyo ang mga persons with disabilities, but there are so many things that we can do, especially our government, to really meaningfully recognize the rights and privileges for persons with disabilities. So, yun po yung sa poster making. And with regards to the price, isi-share ko pa ba yung sa price? I think kasi the price is not really worth it. But yung idea na ma-recognize nila ang mga malaman nila ang mga bagay tungkol sa persons with disabilities. Higit pa po doon yung halaga kaysa doon po sa price na makukuha po nila. But just to share, the price has a total worth of 50,000 pesos worth of prizes. Yeah, and the first it means the total cost of the prizes is 50,000. So the first prize is a laptop, and the second prize is a tablet, and the third prize is a mobile phone, an Android phone. Actually, may nagtataka din kasi bakit daw yung mga prizes ay gadgets, where in fact, yung competition daw is a traditional way of doing art. So, bakit hindi daw related sa painting, yung mga prizes? Kung sana daw, parang kumbaga graphics design sana yung competition, then much better na ang price ay gadgets. So the idea here is we all knew that the advent of technology has been really ito na talaga
Mm.
yung ginagamit natin ngayon. So, with this information technology, it's true that it really helped, but let us not forget as well that Filipinos has many, let's say in the Philippines, there are many artists talaga. Like, they love arts and craft and everything. So, it's time din na para i-recognize din sila at na hindi rin naman makalimutan yung ating traditional way of doing arts. So, actually, sila din yung kumbaga nakakapag-express ng kumbaga silent voices, 'di ba? They can express thoughts and anything that they want through art. So I think that sometimes the persons with disability needs, they just need opportunity for them to share their voices at para marinig and this time in an artistic way. So that's the poster making contest. Po.
Ayon. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Ayan. You have set the context of our activity this afternoon. If you could stay as long as you can, please do.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you have to
Yeah.
go,
Unless you
leave
have
it.
still more questions about the competition.
Sige, kasi yung question and answer after the two speakers.
Ah,
After
all
the two
right, all right.
speakers pa. So,
Siguro I'll just, is it okay? I'll just off my video and audio. So, baka kasi marinig nyo ang aming mga alaga dito. So, para hindi naman
sure.
po
Oh,
nakaka-disturb.
sure, no problem. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah,
Jennifer.
thank you,
Okay,
Jennifer.
sige.
Yeah.
So, next in line is Nenet Claudio. Okay, Nenet Claudio is a communication consultant, okay, and she has been with the advertising industry for many years. She's also a professor. She's a counselor. She's a woman of many
Ah,
talents. Nanette, it's
Minute
your turn.
talent.
okay, yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Magandang hapon po sa lahat na nakikinig. It's my turn now, and I think what I want to share with you is
Yes.
what actually, yes, what actually is a poster and how do we make a poster, especially a poster that is very effective and something that speaks to you. And based on what Jennifer said about the poster making contest, a poster is a visual material. And it's important that any artist or any creator of a poster must also have his own objective. So, what can the objective of this poster making contest be? That is up, therefore, to the person making the poster, the artist, the maker. What is your objective? Once you find out what your objective is, example, if you want to just simply inform, that's all right. If you want to persuade, the better. Because a poster is basically a material that wants to convey a message, an important message, something that will touch the hearts of its audience. Therefore, now that we know already what the poster is all about, what is necessary is we have to have the text. We already know the message. The message depends, of course, on your objective. If you simply want to inform, then that's it. If you want to persuade, as I've said, the better. Now, with regard to the text, remember that the poster, I think we all know how a poster looks like. This is usually for public consumption. So, in Tagalog, pag nakikita po natin yung mga posters, nandoon po siya sa mga public areas. Hindi po ba sa mga poste, sa mga walls, sa labas, para marami pong makakita. Now, why is that important? Because when you're doing your text, your copy, your copy should be very, very impactful. We cannot do a lot of text materials. Bakit po? Because if you do a lot of text, if you do a lot of copy, this will not be able to be read. Remember that when you are, for example, driving, walking, you only have possibly 5, 10 seconds to look at the poster. And therefore, in that 5 or 10 seconds, of the attention that you have with your particular audience, you must be able to already convey your message. You see? You see how powerful the whole thing is. And therefore, your message, your copy, o yung text po ninyo, may nakalagay doon po, may headline po siguro kayo, meron ho kayo siguro gustong ilagay na sub-headline or subtext, at siguro, let's say, phrases about what you want to say, must be something that you should really think of because each word is very, very important. Remember that the message is the thing that makes the poster very meaningful and, of course, very persuasive. Now that you know already, for example, what your message would be, we'll have to go now to the tone. So, what is tonality? Your poster must have a sense of mood. Ano po ba yung mood ng ating poster? What do you want the mood of the poster to be? Remember, we have to capture the hearts of our audience. And therefore, is the tone that you like for this particular poster a happy poster? Is it something that is informative, just informative? Is that the tone? Does it want to speak of loneliness? Does it want to seek help? Does it want to rally people to your needs? So this is what we call tone. This is very important because the tone is the one, as I've said, that will connect you with your particular market or with your particular audience. So once you know that, I've talked already about three elements of poster making: the message, the text, and of course the tone. Now, if you have that all, what I would like to suggest is you have to make maybe two rough sketches, dalawa pong uri ng posters. So that at least while you're working on your poster and you already know what you want to achieve, you want already to tell the people, this is what I want to say. And I want to say it really in a way that they will understand what I want to tell them. Then make two rough sketches, two different, dalawang ibang style ng poster. And from there on, slowly you're going to get what you want. You also will know what the kind of poster will be in terms of layout, which now brings me to layout. Now, layout is how do you want the whole thing to be positioned? In other words, where do you put the text? Where are you going to put the picture? ASEAN, through Jennifer, said that you can only use photographs or artwork. That is a must. That is a requirement. So think pictures, think artwork. Therefore, if you have too many things in that poster, the size of which is a maximum of 20 by 30, if you have so many visuals there, if you have so many pictures all over the poster, will that be able to become effective? Maybe not. But what if you had a focal point, just a focal point, one important visual, or maybe two? Because remember, as I've said, the, the poster is something that's just pasted on the wall. But if, for example, you have that very unique proposition wherein even if it's just for 10 seconds, no, may kotse na dumadaan, they see the poster, and they just get the message at once, that is really important. And therefore, let's not put everything there. Let's not have 10,000 pictures there or a collage of pictures. You have to decide. You have to find out what is it that will make this poster, this visual, really impactful. Something is convincing. Maybe we can just have uh, a shot of an eye for whatever it is, whatever it's worth, because the creative tool will come from you because you know what you want to say. You know what your message is. Now, how do you translate this message into very meaningful terms so that in the end, after looking at the poster, the audience, the person you want to talk to will say, I get it. And that is your final call to action. It will only be persuasive, it will only be effective if there is a call to action. What do we mean by that? When they see your poster up there or somewhere, all that audience will say, I get it. I think I want to help. Or I am moved by this poster. I will do something about it. That makes the poster a very, very effective creative medium. And therefore, based on all of these elements that I have discussed, I hope that you will make a very good poster for this contest. And I know you will even outdo the requirements or the guidelines that I have discussed. So I think that's enough for now because I would like Rom to show you one or two posters that have headlines, one and two, I think, posters
Mhm.
that have a headline
Okay,
and
okay.
also they have, yeah, something like this. Now, this one is very simple. You see, it's just one picture, one visual. This is about water, preserving water. Okay? So you have a bottle there, and what happens to our water? If we waste our water, this is what happens. It has a text down there, and so it is what? It is a persuasive. The tone of this is persuasion. It wants to persuade you. It wants to tell you something that please preserve water, or else this is what's going to happen to us. So there are different kinds of attacking your poster. And the more efficient, the more effective your poster is, the better for us because we will get something from you and then your poster will speak to us. That is what is important. If it doesn't speak to us, if it only comes from the head and not from the heart, then I don't think we will be able to make that poster really effective. If we have one other poster, Rom, maybe we can just show it so that our participants will have just an idea.
Okay.
Opo, ayan, marami po yan. This is all about environmentalism. Can you see how, not really malinis, but how forceful the visuals are? This is about, as I've said, wellness. So we can see that it's a clean layout. Remember again, I will not want to forget this, that white space is very good because it gives you breathing area. You have to let your poster breathe. We cannot make the poster look so crowded. Again, let's go back to what we said. Why can't it be crowded? Because you only have 10 seconds. Now the 10 seconds is if, for example, we say jump. It's a big jump there, and then maybe below jump for something, then it becomes very powerful. Then you have a very, very strong visual. You've said it already. But you know what? The whole thing, the whole poster making thing is all about what is deeply moving to you that will also become moving to your audience. If you are not personally moved by your own poster, then the other person will not also be moved. It is your energy, your positive energy that will become the expressway of your emotion. And that emotion will also be therefore related, will relate to your audience or your market. So I wish you all well, and I think we will do really our best for this particular endeavor. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nanette.
Thank
Okay, we'll
you.
have a chance to ask questions to Nanette later
Okay. Yeah.
after, yes, after Debong. Nanette has given us inputs about the conceptual aspect of the communication aspect of posters. And now
Mhm.
Debong will now enlighten us about the production of the art, production of the poster itself. Okay, so Debong, your turn.
Po sa inyong lahat, sa mga speaker natin. Bilang isang artist po, pagka po sasali sa isang poster making, dapat ang number one, alam mo kung ano yung tema, maliwanag sa'yo na kung ano yung gagawin mo. At ang posible nito ay kailangan malawak yung kaisipan mo. May mga bahagi ng mga paggawa ng poster kasi minsan nagja-judge din ako eh. Merong tama ng ang isang poster kailangan doon sa pinag-usapan na sukat, kailangan walang matitira na walang kulay. At meron din naman na pinagbabawal na gumamit ng kulay itim. Pero ito naman atang competition na ito is pwede mong gawin kahit ano. At meron din ang tamang pagja-judge ng poster making. May nangyayari na kung titignan mo 'yung dalawa na poster making, maganda tong isa, ang pagkakagawa makinis. Pero tong isa medyo rasya. Pero ang nananalo itong medyo ras. Kasi tumbok niya yung tema na pinag-uusapan dun sa kompetisyon. Malayo, kumbaga lihis itong isa. Ito tumbok niya. Kaya merong posibilidad na kahit na hindi ganong kaganda ng pagkakayari, pero basta't natumbok mo yung tema na pinag-uusapan, makukuha nito. At kailangan din na pagka nakita yung gawa mo, parang kinakalabit yung isip mo. Para bang nalingon ka. Ang importante kasi sa mga arts, yung pag lumingon ka, yung susundan ng balik. Ibig sabihin, na-pick up mo yung attention niya. Natingin siya, pero pag yung balik na yun ang magbibigay ng puntos. Katulad na lang, may sample ako, sa Pahintulot, pwede ba ako magbanggit ng kumpanya?
Pwede, pwede, pwede. Okay lang.
Ito, sample ko ng San Miguel Beer. Yung San Miguel Beer, ang logo niya is napakasimple lang. Drops of water. Ang ibig sabihin nun, buhay. Yun yung mga sinasabi ko na ito'y puno ng kulay, ito'y ras. Pero natumbok niya yung gusto nung tumutumbok dun sa tema. Yun yung magbibigay ng puntos para dun sa pagkakagawa ng poster. Ang poster is kailangan tema, una, yung tema, kailangan tumbok mo, lalo na kung mapapakinis mo pa igawa. Tapos yung pagkakaayos, pagkakasalansan ng iyong pagkakagawa, yun, malaking puntos na yun. At hindi ko naman masasabi na yung kalimbawa, ako katulad ko, hindi initsapwera ko yung sarili ko na hindi ako sumali. Paano marami kong ginagawang paintings ngayon. Baka hindi ko mabigyan ng attention, malito ako, sayang lang. Ibigay ko na dun sa mas maraming na mga sasalid, baka matumbok nila yung mga mananalong mga disabled, para na rin ako naiangat dahil isa akong disabled. Yun lang po. Basta bago magsimula sa artworks, kahit anong ginagawa, ako ganun ako, manalangin muna. Kasi ang magbibigay ng idea sa atin, yun nasa taas. Tayo lang kasangkapan. Gandang hapon po ulit.
Okay, maraming salamat, Debong. Okay. So the floor is now open for question and answer. Okay, who would like to start the ball rolling? Glo, would you like to hurl the first question? Glo, ikaw ang
Nawa muna
pinaka-artistic
ako eh.
dito. Ikaw ang pinaka-artistic eh.
Oo. So, ang question ko kay Debong, yung 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 poster making itself, yung sinabi mo kanina na yung, 'di ba yung size niya 20 by 30? 20 by 30.
Yes.
So,
Oo.
i-occupy, ha? Occupy, it's just 20 by 30. So, you occupy lahat yon, yung size na yon for an art. Hindi siya kailangan
Yes.
magkaroon ng space, yeah, for
Mm.
for the benefit
Kasi
of others. Oo.
kasi iisipin po nung judge, hindi po natapos.
Ah, okay. So
Opo.
that's one point
Opo.
Okay,
na isang-isang
but
oo.
uh, by the way, it's we can have a discussion, no? If maybe we have some disagreements about concepts ng
Oo.
white space,
Mm.
Mm.
it
Mm-mm.
feel free to express. Like kasi kanina earlier, Nennet mentioned yung white space is also important. The white
Oo.
space,
Mm.
Yes.
'di ba?
Yes.
Oo.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
but maybe kung too much white space para namang hindi tapos. But
Oo, oo,
who
Mm.
oo,
knows,
oo,
baka yun
oo,
yung
oo.
concept ng. Okay, so Nennet, would
Oo.
you
Ah,
care to answer yung question
ano
Yes.
ni
po?
ano?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Yes,
Maputa.
ano,
Okay.
Nenet. Mm.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Actually,
Yes.
meron purpose yung white space, no? We cannot
Mm.
have a poster that is full of colors or full of other elements. The white space gives us the thing that pause. So you pause. There's a layout that gives you some breathing area. So that pag tinignan mo, if it's full of a lot of elements, as I've said, nobody will bother to look
Mm.
at it. Number two, a white space has its own purpose. Not only is it a breathing
Oo.
space for any poster or any visual art for that matter, white space also gives you a certain sense of quiet or a certain sense of very, very quick reflection. It depends on the artist. We saw one poster there, right? Glow. We saw one poster there wherein it was just simply a bottle, right? And then I think it's water with smoke because we have to preserve water. But then on the left and the right side of it all was already the left and the right, they were already in white. Why? Why is that? Because it is very dramatic if we have a contrast of the black and the white. So therefore, what I'm just saying is like in anything, like in a house, there is a white space, there's a breathing area. Like in any place, in any visual art, there is always a space because we cannot clutter everything and put everything together. That would be almost like garbage, unless of course what you want to show is that this is really this is
Yes.
pollution, this is garbage. Then maybe you can use that. So it really depends on the intent of the artist. Ano bang intention mo? Ngayon, if that is your intention, then fine. But it has to have a meaning. Kasi kung wala naman siyang meaning, what is the point? So therefore, there are, of course, reasons why we need space and reasons why we do not need space. And that is the prerogative of the artist.
Mm.
Debong, would you like?
Apa. Ang sinasabi ko po na parang hindi tapos, yung po bang hindi napahira ng pintura. Meron po tayong pinturang puti. Kung gusto po nating space ng puti, pwede naman po nating pahiran. Ang sinasabi ko po kanina, yung po bang hindi nagalaw. Pero kung
Oo, oo.
opo, yung hindi po nagalaw. Ako po
Yes, oo.
opo. Pero ginalaw siya. Kung halimbawa po puti yung background niya na sinasabi kanina doon sa battle, ginalaw po yun ng pininturahan po ng puti.
Yes, oo.
Opo, at sinasabi ko po kanina, yung hindi po siya napinturahan. Kaya nga po tayo may pinturang puti eh. Di po
Oh,
ba? Opo.
Actually,
Nagalaw po iyon.
oo.
Nag,
Debong,
opo,
no, nag-ano rin ako, no,
opo,
nagpe-paint din ako. Ang
opo.
ang natutuwa ko, ang kulay na lagi kong nauubusan ako, yung puti, kasi minimix natin yung puti, hindi ba? So,
Opo, ako din po.
as
Ako
an
din po.
as an artist, no, I'm a painter also. Yung white ang laging nauubos sa akin because hinahalo yun
Opo.
with other
Ako
colors eh.
din po.
O di ho ba, kunyari gusto niyo ng red
Opo,
plus
siya po
white
yung
para
nagpapalight
magkaroon
eh.
ng pink. Opo. So, it
Opo,
depends nga.
opo.
Opo. So, si Debong is correct. Hindi naman pe pwede na may space na parang naging bakante lang, parang bakanting lote. Oo. So, you have to fill it up with,
Opo.
tama si Bebot, ng background para kompleto yung artwork. Kasi kung hindi, the unfinished artwork yon. I think nagkakaintindihan po ba tayo doon?
Opo.
Yes, I
Okay.
think so.
Yes.
Yes.
Opo, opo, opo.
Salamat.
So
Opo.
Salamat.
what about
Salamat po.
si Helen? Helen? May question ka, Helen? Audio ni Helen? Ayan,
Hello po.
okay, go.
Dinig na po ako.
Okay. Yes, yes, Helen.
Ay, tatanong ko lang po kay Kuya Depo. May tanong
Opo.
na po ako sa kanya. Kasi po wala naman akong experience, wala akong alam sa gawa ng poster. Ano po ba yung mga materials ninyo?
Sir Rom, medyo naputol po sa
Oo.
feedback. Feedback.
Materials.
Materials.
Tinatanong ni Helen, materials.
Ang
Art production.
po pwede pong gamitin natin na materyales. Yung una pong po pwedeng gamitin ay yung pintura po sa semento, pambato. Mura lang po yun. Makakabili po kayo ng 20 pesos sa paint center na ibang kulay. Ngayon po, kung gusto nyo pong mag-extend, yung halimbawa po, na ibang po pwede nyo gamitin, depende rin po kasi sa usapan, gray pass po. Gray pass po na nabibili po sa National Bookstore. Para po siyang Crayola, pero masarap po siyang ipahid. Yun po.
Paano kaya, Debong, paano kaya ngayon? Kasi may lockdown tayo. Paano tayo makapuntang National Bookstore?
Ano na lang po, pagka po pinturan na lang pong pambato, baka naman po may hardware sa inyo. Hardware po, ang bilhin nyo lang pong kulay is primary color. Asul, pula, dilaw, tsaka po puti. Yung itim po, magagawa po doon sa kulay na yun. Sa tatlong kulay po na yun magagawa. Yun po.
Anong tawag sa pintura na yun?
Pinakamadali pong bigkasin pintura pong pambato.
Pambato.
Opo.
Sa hardware lang nabibili.
Opo, nabibili po yung sa hardware. Pinakamaganda po kung makakakita ng paint center. Dahil po doon nagtitingi, 20 pesos, makakabili kayo ng isang kulay.
Ang isa pang meron pang mga ibang pwedeng gamitin. May nakita kasi ako mga materyales. May nakita ko materyales sa supermarket at saka sa, let me check, hypermart. Meron po silang watercolor. Meron po, ang pinakamaganda po yung colored pencil. May colored pencil po sila. At saka charcoal. Debong, maganda ang charcoal.
Nagcha-charcoal po ako.
Nagcha-charcoal din ako. Kaya magandang charcoal, kung yun ang kailangan at yun ang pwede pong materials na gamitin, wag ko kayong mag-iisip na hindi ko kaya. Kasi kung meron lang ko kayong materials na gano'n, pwede ko kayong mag-mix. Pwede ko kayong mag-mix ng charcoal at saka pencil. Okay?
Yes.
Yun ang maganda.
Charcoal. Ako din mas
kaya po, kape.
Ako din mas choice yung charcoal.
Kape po.
Kape daw, sabi ni Debo. Yes, oo. Kasi kung kailangan natin tanungin sa ASEAN kung maaari po itong mixed media. Kasi pwede din po ang mixed media. Tanungin po natin sa ASEAN.
Debong and Nenet.
Sa pagkakalam ko, Nenet, okay yung mixed media. Ang given lang sa instruction, kailangan ito handmade. Basta kamay ang ginamit.
Oo,
So,
oo, oo.
yung mix media, walang problema dyan.
Hindi pwede debong dito or para malaman din ni Jenny, no, na naintindihan natin yung sinasabi niya, hindi dito pwede yung computer graphics. Kailangan traditional kind of
Mm.
poster. Traditional. Hindi po
Mm.
pwede yung computer graphics. Hindi po
Opo.
pwede yung mga ibang paraan po. Yan lang po.
Sige.
Talagang color lang. Paint
Yeah.
or
Okay.
If
pencil.
I may add in as well,
Okay, Jenny, please.
Ay,
yeah,
thank you,
actually,
Jenny.
when we announced the
Jenny,
advertisement about the
can we see your beautiful face?
wait lang po medyo nagkaka-problem ako sa sa video, but um when
Okay.
we announced the advertisement, actually we have this specific mechanics, like on the size of the materials to be used, what kind of colors to be used, and something like that. And so, we got private messages like, pwede po ba yung ganito kasi po lockdown po. So, the committee definitely had an urgent meeting about it and talk about it. And then, um, actually, the really concept of this poster making contest is for us to get yung pinaka-konsepto nung poster na nandun yung makita yung tema at yung gustong maipalabas tungkol sa advokasya para sa persons with disabilities. And so we believe that these artists are really creative, that they can, out of the craft that they have with the lockdown condition that we have, I think yung creativity nila lalabas talaga. So we decided, the team decided like to allow anything that they can use, but with the size, we decided that not bigger than the 20 by 30 inches. And so, kahit A4 pa yan na size, so go tayo doon. And then we advise them that to focus on the team and on the criteria as well. So, yun po. Yun, i-share ko lang kasi naging issue po talaga yan. Ang dami pong question. And they were very happy. Like, oh, thank you po kasi talagang kahit hindi po kami manalo, basta maka-join po kami na ma-share po namin yung aming skill in a way na makapag-advocate din kami for persons with disabilities. And we're very happy kasi they're not really after with the prize. Alam mo, yung nakikiisa sila sa dami ng advokasya para sa magkapagsanan. So, we're really glad about it. And it was so wonderful to know people that helping the sector para po ma-empower sila. Kasi lang po, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, si Lenny. Lenny, busy si Lenny. Sige. Uh, uh, Jennifer, ayan, Lenny, may question ka, Lenny? Lenny, may tanong ka?
Question na po ni po.
Oh, may tanong ka? Kay Debong, kay Jennifer, kay Nanette. Hmm, sige. Ako, sige, habang nagpe-prepare si Lenny, uh, Jennifer, um,
Yeah, go ahead.
yung, I need
Hello?
to know a little more about the theme, yung theme an, na ng competition.
Okay, definitely the theme is about the emphasis of the theme is all about advocacy of the Asian Enabling Master Plan to all Filipinos. So definitely, the artwork that will win should have a touch on how this mechanism would really help in empowering the persons with disabilities. Actually, I'm going to give you an overview of this master plan. This disability framework helps the government, the CSOs, and the organizations of persons with disabilities unite, working hand in hand. So, hindi lang yung gobyerno yung nagre-reach out sa mga person with disability, but kumbaga halfway they meet. And yun nga, all together, we work, and then we really empower the persons with the disabilities in a way na hindi po siya charity, but on a human rights approach. So, kumbaga, walang maiwanan. No one should be left behind, and also the government should take note that nothing about us without us. So that is really very important. So in making like projects, we have to consider the persons with disabilities. Para kasi ano yan eh, may pangangailangan ng anak natin, pero hindi man lang natin siya tinatanong, ano ba yung pangangailangan natin? Baka mamaya pala, for example, sa damit, malaki na pala yung mabili nating damit or maliit yung damit na mabigay natin sa kanya. So, hindi aakma. So, the idea here is to really consult the sector for they themselves really knew what they need, especially those people who are in the grassroots. So that's really the very essence of this master plan. And at the same time, this the empowerment that the government could use it's not really rely on the social welfare agency, but also on the other agencies like on the economic side and the political side as well. So, yun po. Ang paniniwala kasi sa Pilipinas, pag person with disability related na mga pangangailangan or issues and concerns sa Department of Social Welfare and Development kagad, which is hindi po. Kaakibat din po dyan ang ating mga ahensya na kumbaga ay tumutugon sa mga pangangailangan na tumutukoy sa ekonomiya at ito sa political. Bumuboto rin tayo eh. Pagdating sa pagpili ng ating mga uh, namumuno sa ating pamahalaan, meron ding mga persons with disabilities na bumuboto. And sa tingin ko po ay kailangan din na marinig yung kanilang boses. Ang nakakalungkot kasi, may PWD ka man o hindi, pagdating sa botohan talagang kilala ka, di ba? Pero pagdating sa problema, concern, tignan muna nila kung may mga iba, hindi ko generalize, ano po, pero may mga iba, lalo na sa mga barangay, na kapag hindi ka butante, teka muna, dito muna tayo sa mga butante. So sana hindi ganoon. Sana walang maiwanan. 'Di ba? Lalo sa panahon ngayon, i-anchor ko na lang po sa ating social amelioration program. So meron tayong actually meron kaming mga survey na ibinabahagi ngayon at nakukuha namin ang mga impormasyon particularly na galing sa mga may kapansanan na kapag hindi daw sila butante ay hindi sila pinaprioridad sa kanilang kinaroroonan sa ngayon sa kanilang mga barangay. So hindi sana ganoon dahil lahat tayo apektado, no? Although yung ating social amelioration program na guidelines ay hindi po for individual but as a family ang assessment, but then still mayroon po kasing pangangailangan ng mga person with disability lalo na yung may mga maintenance po, no? So sana po kahit po kumbaga sila ay mailagay dun sa mga hindi kwalipikado pero sana maintindihan din ng ating gobyerno na ang mga persons with disabilities po may mga specific needs po yung iba. So I think isa po yan na isa sa maisu. Actually meron po kami ang aming pong survey ngayon ay aming pong isusumite sa Commission on Human Rights na sa ganun po ay magkaroon po ng boses yung mga PWDs po na nagkakaroon ng problema po doon po sa ibaba particularly kasi sa National Capital Region very easy for them to share their thoughts, like to share their ideas and challenges, but then yung mga tao na nasa grassroots napakahirap po. For your information po, I'm from Ilocos region, so it was really very hard for us here in the grassroots to connect. So nagre-rely lang din kami sa mga survey na ito at sa pamamagitan nito pag nakulate po ay ito po yung magiging boses po at daan para po maiparating sa gobyerno ang mga hinaing ng mga persons with disabilities. Ayan, na-connect ko tuloy sa sa social amelioration program. Anyway, yun po kasi yung sitwasyon natin. Thank you po. Unless may
Thank
question pa
you.
po kayo.
Thank you, Jennifer. Ako, I'd like to share yung video ng ASEAN. Okay, this video was very enlightening when I saw it, so I'd like to share it to the group. Okay, so this is the video.
Do you know in ASEAN, over 17 million people struggle with accessing the public facilities every single day? People with issues of sight, mobility, hearing, and intellect still face many barriers in their everyday lives. For persons with disabilities, society still has little solutions for them. Well, that's about to change. The ASEAN Enabling Master Plan 2025 is committed to mainstream the rights of persons with disabilities, ensuring that each individual enjoy their equal rights like the rest of us. With accessible facilities and increased communications, persons with disabilities have more ways to travel out of their homes to discover and connect with their communities. With better systems and new technology, persons with disabilities are empowered to pursue an education, which gives them better prospects in the workforce. And with a stable income, they can take over the steering wheel and have the freedom to make the decisions that matter. So let's change our attitudes and work hand in hand as a people with one vision, one identity, one community to build a better ASEAN. Are you ready to make this change?
Yeah, so that's oh, the video. Okay.
Thank you for sharing that video, Ron.
Yeah. Oh, kasi when I saw that video, actually that
Yeah.
made me, oh, I will join. Like I will join. And then I immediately followed the link. Uy, laptop and laptop, tablet for 20,000. Sabi ko, kailangan ni Glo ng laptop pag manalo tayo kay Glo. So I
Yeah, thank
was
you for joining and for sharing this.
yes. So Lenny, baka may question ka, Lenny. Hindi ka pa namin narinig. Audio, teka, unmute kita. Okay, go ahead, Lenny. Lenny?
Tanong lang po, saan daw po makikita yung pagsali sa poster making contest?
O sa may website, may Facebook page ang ASEAN. Doon ko nakuha yung
Okay.
video na to. In fact, ito i-share ko ulit. Actually, I posted sa blog site ng ating TV channel. Okay. So this is andito 'yan. Ito yung ano, ito yung poster nila, but this is posted already sa ano sa ating website. Okay, nandito yung mga contest rules. Okay, ito yung event natin. Ito na nag-ano din tayo. Si Nenet, dito natin unang
Guide po.
na interview
Rinig. Sorry.
si
Excited
Jennifer.
lang kami.
Dito namin unang
Yeah,
na
I
interview
didn't
si
know it was
Jennifer.
aired. Yeah, actually.
Oo.
It was evening that time.
Ayan. So ito actually may interview pa dito yung launching ng ano. Sige, why don't we show this? Very short lang naman ito. Itong
Yeah, please. Yeah.
ito.
That was during the launching.
Yes.
I have here with me the person who mooted the idea from the very beginning, and I'm sure Dr. Sri Nantasut, representative of Thailand to the ASEAN Intergovernmental Commission on Human Rights. And Dr. Sri, first share with us, how do you feel and how do you intend to implement this master plan?
Thank you, Wong, and hi everyone. I feel elated at last that the master plan was adopted, but now we cannot be complacent. We must look forward to its effective implementation, and that's why we are here to congratulate ourselves, everyone, the partners, our allies who have made this possible. We didn't imagine that it could reach the summit, that at the end, the commitment that we receive from the top of ASEAN leaders is actually fulfilling, not for me, but I think for every person with disabilities in the ASEAN community. So right now, we need to we need to come up with strategies on its effective implementation.
So, Dr. Sri, you will be completing your term very soon, but I'm sure you will not leave us. So, moving forward, what will be the plan for the future, and how will you encourage DPOs to fully participate in the effective implementation of this master plan?
Thank you. I think there are 2 points I'd like to relate. One is that the master plan is owned by everyone. So despite the fact that my term comes to an end at the end of this year, I'm sure that because the master plan was co-drafted, co-opted by three bodies, AICHA, ACWC, and SOMSWAT. And now, second point is that the name, as the name suggests, it is called Enabling Master Plan for a purpose. It must be enabling in the sense that uh, organizations of persons with disabilities must seize the opportunity to enable themselves with the plan, to allow themselves to be an active partner of ASEAN. You need to knock the doors of various sectoral bodies whose work pertain to the different action points, to ask them the progress that they have achieved, the plan that they have done in pursuant to implementing the master plan. And I think that this enabling factor must always be recognized and realized.
So thank you, Dr. Sri. I think as a person with disability, words cannot express our gratitude to you for moving this forward. And I hope we will work together and we will cooperate and we will be able to be here in 2025 to see the success of this master plan. Thank you, Dr. Sri, for
I
what you
look
have
forward
done.
to that. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, Wong.
Yeah.
Ayan. So that's the video na dun ayan. Okay. So Lenny,
Opo,
ito yung website, andito yung instructions. Okay, so
opo.
I think yung dalawang instructions na very important is number one, you have to take a photo of your artwork, of your poster. Yun ang isasubmit. Plus, another photo of you holding your artwork, holding your poster. Bali,
Yes,
dalawa.
that is very important.
Yes.
Then the narrative.
And the
Plus yung
narrative
narrative,
description.
correct.
Yes, the
Plus yung
narrative.
narrative,
That's very important. The content of the art of the poster.
kailangan mo ipaliwanag, Lenny,
Mm.
yung artwork mo. In so many words, paliwanag mo ano ba, baka may mga symbolism ka or things like that.
Yeah, it's very important because the judges will also rely on the narrative description. So you have to um, do it in Filipino or English. It
Oh,
doesn't matter. What matters is yung may share po ninyo, may bahagi po ninyo yung
um,
puso ng inyong artwork po. Thank you.
although
Wag na,
Jennifer, may question lang ako about the narrative, no? Kasi yung poster is supposed to be a visual medium. In effect, pag may poster ka, wala namang silang mababasang narrative, but they will read a copy and some text headline, pero no explanation. Doesn't it defeat the purpose of the poster kung kailangan pa ng
Yeah,
narrative?
actually, gaya ng nasabi ni Ma'am Ninette kanina, no? Para bang pag tinignan mo ang isang poster, actually makikita mo na agad yung ano yung konsepto. Mararamdaman mo yung konsepto as a judge, no? But then
para ka pa
the
kinakausap.
narrative description, yeah. The narrative description will really help then as well yung ating uh, mga judges like kasi minsan yung nakalagay doon ang interpretation nila is just like this, but then the the one who created is not like that. So in a way din, makikita din kasi dun sa narrative kung naunawaan ba ng gumawa ng art yung master plan. So it really matters talaga na basahin po yung framework kasi nandun po makikita yung emphasis ng tema po talaga. Aside from, of course, ina-advocate nga yung master plan dito sa Pilipinas. But ano ba talaga ang puso ng master plan? Ano talaga yung pinaka-emphasis niya? So, yun po dapat ang mag-reflect doon sa poster. And we're very happy kasi there are some entries talaga, marami po. Mukhang mahihirapan po talaga yung mga judges kasi ang gaganda po ng mga na-send po. And think po talaga na even yung mga narrative po nila, meron pa pong mga local dialect like in Ilocano, ganun po yung kanilang description. So it was very challenging for us the committee, no? Kasi we're expecting like Filipino and English lang, but then may mga different dialects, so we have to really translate it pa. Kasi po ang ating pong mga judges dito ay meron po tayong tatlo from the international, no, the ASEAN level, and we will be having like 6 Filipinos po.
Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Okay, Debong, yes, Debong.
Sir. At tips ko lang po, wag lang pong masyadong habaan yung paliwanag. Para po kasi nga nangangapa
Oo.
kayo kung
Oo.
hahabaan yung paliwanag. Ang gawin niyo po, pagka po pinaliwanag, tumbukin niyo po agad yung nilalaman po nung inyong poster. Huwag niyo pong
Tama po.
habaan.
Oo. Baka maging redundant kasi.
Oo, wag pong lalayo
Opo.
dun sa
Mm-mm.
kasi minsan po baka yung pag binabasa mo, hindi siya tumutugon dun sa nakikita. So, yun
Mm-mm.
lang po. Yun po yung kailangan ko. Tips na rin po yun.
Hmm.
Oo.
May points ba Jennifer yung narrative sa sa
Naku,
criteria?
malaki po. Malaki po.
Hindi, I mean
Meron
ilang
po.
ilang percent?
Meron po pero dapat po umaakma po talaga doon sa nakikita. Kasi kahit maganda po yung pagkakagawa ng narrative at hindi naman po talaga nagre-reflect doon sa artwork. Medyo
Opo,
yun po
tama
yung
po.
yun po
Komplikado po.
siya. Kasi
Tama yan,
it
oo.
could kasi possibly ang nangyari doon is uh, ginawa ko yung artwork pero pinagawa ko yung narrative niya. So, yun po.
Kumbaga,
Mm.
Mararamdaman po ng judges yun. Kasi kung
Oo,
ako yung
oo.
gumawa ng artwork, ako lang din mismo yung makakapag-express talaga no, kung
opo,
ano
tama
yung
po.
nilalaman nun, kung ano yung definition kung
Yes,
bakit
oo.
Opo. Tsaka
Oo.
po, para po ang
Story
naging
yun eh. Yan ang story ng paggawa nila.
mhm.
tama po.
Parang yun ang
Tsaka,
personal na parang storya nila sa pagpagawa ng poster.
Oo.
para pong
So,
para pong ang dating yung poster po yung artist hindi po siya nasiyahan doon sa pagkakagawa niya. Ibinabawi niya po doon sa narrative, pinagaganda niya po doon. Mali po yun.
Opo.
Oo, oo.
Mararamdaman po yun. Mararamdaman din
Tama.
po yun ng judges, definitely. Actually, we already showed some entries. So, may mga ano na din yung sa aming mga judges, no? Kasi sa dami po. So, like, shinare namin. So, meron na po kaming mga napansin na ganun po. So, yun po.
in terms of criteria, Jennifer, ilang percentage ang weight ng narrative?
Actually, yung narrative, wala po doon yung ano. It's really the concept, no? Yung ang titignan pa rin po dyan is yung
Yung
poster.
poster.
Yeah. But then, pag may nakita po sila doon na item na, ay, ano bang ibig sabihin nito? That's why in our advertisement, we really encourage the participants to really define what really is the purpose of this thing that they've drawn in their artwork so the judges would know. So, yun po.
Okay.
Ang pinakamataas po talaga dyan yung concept po kasi. Remember that the story should be empowerment. And it's about empowerment using the master plan. So, 50% po yun.
Okay. All right. So, naka 1 hour and 11 minutes na tayo broadcasting. Any final
Ano,
questions?
haba na pala. Hindi man lang natin napansin.
Oo
Oo
nga.
nga.
Oo.
Hindi
Baka
na
may tanong pa
napansin.
si
Oo.
baka may tanong pa si Helen and Lenny. Helen, Lenny, may question pa kayo?
Opo, sir.
Wala na po, sir.
Wala na. So let's si Glo, ikaw.
Ah, So far, wala na rin. Yun ang nalinawan ko yung sa narrative na ang ano pala dun is yung concept.
Oh, parang ano yun, Glo? Parang the story behind
Yes, yes.
my poster.
Mm-mm.
Parang ganun siya.
Kasi yung poster itself it speaks a lot. Yeah. It speaks a
Oh,
lot.
yes,
The poster
oo.
itself
Yes.
speaks a lot.
Oo.
Kaya siguro yung
Oo.
narrative, yun yung
Yung
sinabi ni Debong
oo.
na tumbukin ka agad, wag na maraming paikot-ikot.
Oo. Yes.
Yes,
Tama
yes,
po,
yes.
tama po.
It sounds a lot.
Oo. Oh, parang ano ba yung storya dito? Ano ba yung gusto kong sabihin?
Okay,
At
clear
ito
now.
yung ginawa ko.
Thank you.
Okay. So closing remarks from our speakers. We start with Jennifer. Closing remarks.
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much for this opportunity, for giving us the even a short period of time for us to promote our
Speakers.
activity, the poster making contest for the Asian Enabling Master Plan. And at the same time, thank you for your efforts for advocating for the persons with disabilities, helping us to really voice out what has to be heard. And at the same time po, I'm very happy that I was able to know Rom. Rom, thank you so much. Alam mo,
Thank you
nagdaw
then,
pa ako nung
Jennifer.
una, nag-research pa ako kung legit ba to. But then, what matters is really the intent. Yeah, I'm very frank enough to say that. But then, I'm very happy that nandyan kayo na grupo na tumutulong sa amin ng mga persons with disabilities. And hopefully, you could still give us an opportunity to share as well the other activities that we have.
Yes,
Like this
yes.
coming May, we will be having our webinar, and this is
Wow.
regarding the ASEAN Enabling Master Plan. So we will be sharing the link in our Facebook page. So I hope that you could also share it to your link or to your blog site,
Yes.
website as well, and hopefully that in the near future we could have a more binding relationship, a partnership in advocating for the persons with disabilities. So in behalf of Call Foundation, who is the partner of the ASEAN in promoting this master plan here in the Philippines, we would like to thank you. We appreciate you, and more power to your program.
Thank you,
Thank
Jennifer.
you. Thank you,
See,
Thank you.
Jennifer.
I'm so glad then that you answered the phone the first time we called you up.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I thought, oh, what's this? What's this kind of a call? And then I'm really sorry. I really apologize about that. Yeah, but because I was so sleepy that time. But then when you said that it was aired in YouTube like live, I was so okay. Yeah, and then but I'm not really prepared that time, so I really apologize on that.
Yes. And another aspect what made us very interested with the ASEAN, because our project, this Persons with Disability Advocates TV, is not limited to Filipinos. We are trying to reach out globally also. And since
Mm,
ASEAN, as the name
yeah,
says for itself, as Association of Southeast Asian Nation, we'd like
yeah.
to reach out to ASEAN
Thank
persons with
you.
disabilities.
Yeah, yeah. I think we can do a more binding partnership with that. Yeah, maybe we can meet soon after this pandemic. Yeah, and sit down for talk about some projects, or maybe online conference can do as well.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Jennifer. So, Nanette. Si Nanette naman. Closing remarks, Nanette.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it was my pleasure to be part of this, no? And I'm happy also that I was able to contribute to the making of a poster. And I would like to thank Jennifer for enlightening us, for Rom and Glo and everybody, Debong as well, para at least we can have also this chance and opportunity to make our PWDs aware of their situation and to allow them to express themselves in this particular endeavor. So thank you so much for inviting me, and I wish that I can also be part of this again. Thank you.
Yes. Welcome, Nanette. Debong, closing remarks.
Ako po, doon po sa mga sasali, una po muna, manalangin para po tayo gabayan ng Ama sa Langit sa paggawa po natin. At sana po, ipinapanalangin ko po na sana, mas ang makasungkit po sana, Pilipino. Para naman po yung ating person with disability na nasa Pilipinas ay mabigyan ng tulong or mabigyan ng pansin ang mga PWD dito sa Pilipinas. Marami kasi akong napapanood sa mga iba't ibang mga ibang bansa, talagang suportado yung mga disabled. Ay dito lang sa atin, napakahirap ng ganong sistema. Hindi tayo nabibigyan ng pagtingin na para makatulong sa atin. Makikita mo lang ang isang pagtulong sa PWD, ang ramp ng wheelchair, is nasa mga mall visible. Dahil kasi doon magiging kang customer, gagastos ka. Pero sa mga mga building ng mga government, hinahanap mo yung ramp kung saan dadaan yung wheelchair. Kasi doon pa lang sa pagkakalagay ng ramp, patago na, paano ka patatanggapin doon sa trabaho? Yun ang inaano ko sana panalangin ko ang makasungkit sa competition, disabled, para naman mabigyan ng pansin dito sa Pilipinas. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Debong. Si Lenny, thumbs up si Lenny. Ako naman, if I'm not mistaken, Debong, this competition is for Filipinos. Exclusive yat ito for Filipinos. So, I think ang competition natin is the abled.
O-
The, kasi there's greater challenge for persons with disability to participate in this contest. I think
All
majority would be
Filipino.
all Filipinos ito, and
Okay.
pero open to both abled and persons with
And
disabilities.
disabled.
Correct.
Okay.
So I think ang challenge
Okay.
kaya I have anyway initiated this activity is to encourage persons with disabilities. So okay, si Jennifer is would like to add.
Yeah. Actually, I just want to add that it does mean that this is for all Filipinos. Ay magiging limited na yung opportunity for persons with disabilities. To tell you honestly, we have entries that come from the persons with disabilities at hindi mo talaga masabi na person with disability po pala yung artist na pinanggalingan nito. And then I'd like to I hope you don't mind if I'm going to advocate as well that person with disability should be called persons with disability and not disabled po. Sorry lang po, pang ano ko lang po yun kasi kailangan ko
Uh,
talaga. Advocate po
correct.
natin yun. We are not disabled, but we are persons with disabilities. And
Disability.
let us not also name the non-PWDs as normal because on the opposite side, hindi po kami ganun. No, yeah, hindi po kami abnormal. Normal din po kami. It just happened that we just have some limitations. Yun lang po. I have nothing against with our conversation. I think I just want to enlighten or to advocate to you as well as our fellow advocates na rin. Partner na rin naman na tayo. So, isa po yun sa talagang in-insist po namin or pinapaalam talaga sa mga tao that we are persons with disabilities and we are not disabled. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Jennifer, for clarifying that. Now I need to know how do we call what's the politically correct term for non-persons with disabilities?
For now, we're using really the non-person with disability. Definitely. Before kasi ginagamit namin yun. And then, when it was heard in the international, particularly at the ASEAN, so may nag-react talaga ng mga advocates like, oh, why do we call them as non-person with disability? Or normal, something like that. So, hindi naman daw kami abnormal. Bakit natin sila and sometimes we are very careful as well in using the person with special needs. Yeah. Kasi ano po, lahat naman daw tayo ay special. So I so lahat kasi dapat wala daw special. So although sometimes in a way that we express our thoughts or writing some articles, we really use that. But definitely lahat naman daw tayo kumbaga may human rights daw tayo and we are all special, especially in the eye of our God daw po. So, yun nga, dapat maging careful lang daw tayo sa paggamit ng mga words na yun. And even yung acronym, yung PWD, it was also not accepted na din eh. Kasi parang nililabel daw natin ng mga person with disability. Although very long nga kung babanggitin natin, parang shortcut yung PWD. But then on the international level, they are really not um, allowing that. If you have watched the committee hearing at the UN on CRPD, nung nag-report ang Pilipinas at ginamit ang PWD, even the speakers, no, when they utter the word PWD, nagtanong talaga sila, what's that PWD? So it's like labeling. So hindi po accepted sa akin. Yun po. Thank you.
Ayun. Thank you very much, Jennifer. I have some problem with persons with disabilities. So I'd rather call it persons with abilities. Kaya lang, for purposes of uh, the discount. No, just
Sorry
kidding.
about the
Pero,
Bambaga dog.
yeah, yes, yung labels kasi, the labels really affect the way we look at ourselves. Kaya yung persons with disabilities, somehow meron ng may negative impact na to the person. Kaya every time I say, don't look at yourself as a person with disability, look at yourself as a person with abilities. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, so friends in YouTube later on and Facebook, we'll stream this live. I think this has been my wish now. Okay, it's my prayer now that persons with disabilities and persons affected by disabilities join this contest. Okay, please join this competition. Uh, we will be here to guide you as much as we can. Okay, so please join this contest. Deadline is May 15. Okay, very little time na lang, but I think we can do it if we want to. Okay, if we want to. Okay, so thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for our
Thank
guest
you.
Thank you.
speakers. Thank you
Thank
for
Thank you.
you.
thank
Bye
you.
bye. Keep safe.
Have a
Thank
nice
Okay.
you.
day.
Thank you
Bye
very
bye.
much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.